Welcome to a new era of transformation. Something magnificent is happening right now, and maybe you've already felt it. This is not just any change, but a dimensional shift, a transition into the fifth dimension, 5D. The world, as we know it, is adjusting to a new frequency, and the year 2025 will be a pivotal milestone in this process. That's right. We are just a few steps away from witnessing an unprecedented shift in consciousness. Have you been noticing some different things lately? Perhaps you're feeling a strong urge to disconnect from the chaos of the world, a drive to seek inner peace, or a sense that something grand is about to happen. If this sounds familiar, stay alert, as these are signs that your consciousness is already aligning with the frequency of 5D. Many people around the world are reporting similar experiences. Synchronicities, more intense dreams, changes in eating habits, and even transformations in the way they view life. 2025 won't be an ordinary year, and those who are already feeling these signs are, in a sense, preparing for the Great Leap. This is not just some mystical prediction. This transition is manifesting practically, affecting our body, our mind, and our perception of the world around us. This change isn't just happening externally. The true transformation is occurring within you. In this video, we will reveal the 11 signs that you are already crossing the portal into the fifth dimension. And if you've made it this far, believe me, it wasn't by chance. The universe has brought you this message for a special reason. It may be the sign you've been waiting for to understand your role in this new era. So, stay with us, because 2025 will be the year of change. And perhaps you're already much closer to this awakening than you think. Let's discover together what the universe is revealing to you. Don't forget to like and follow the channel to stay updated. To understand the depth of this transformation, we need to start from the beginning. What is the fifth dimension? Throughout our existence, we have been taught to perceive the world within the limits of the third dimension. In this state of consciousness, matter is dense, time is linear, and everything seems solid and unchanging. Physical space limits us, and our perceptions are conditioned by our five senses. However, a grand change is underway, and 2025 will be the turning point. The fifth dimension is not a physical place, but a frequency of consciousness. To make it easier to understand, imagine that your mind is like a radio station. Throughout your life, you've been tuned to a particular frequency. Now the dial is changing. The fifth dimension is not visible to the eyes, but its influence can be felt in the body, mind, and soul. Here, time ceases to be linear and becomes fluid. What once seemed to take years to happen now occurs in weeks, days, or even instantly. In the third dimension, time is like a straight line, but in the fifth dimension, it resembles a spiral where everything is happening at once. Another fundamental aspect of this new dimension is the intensification of intuition. In the third dimension, you need logic and analysis to make decisions. In the fifth dimension, you simply know. The answers do not need to come from the outside, but from within. It's as if a flow of information becomes more accessible, and the feeling of knowing something without concrete evidence becomes increasingly frequent. Many people are already experiencing this, and maybe you're one of them. One of the biggest milestones of the fifth dimension is the end of separation. The concept of I versus the other begins to disappear. You start to feel a deep connection with all things, with nature, animals, the people around you, and even with the universe. There is no longer the feeling of isolation or spiritual loneliness. On the contrary, you begin to realize that you are part of a greater web, where everyone is interconnected. But the great transformation does not come from the outside. It begins inside each of us. Our thoughts, emotions, and vibrations begin to resonate at a higher frequency. This means that instead of reacting to the world around you, you begin to create the world around you. If you once believed that the external controlled the internal, now you realize that it's the opposite. The more positive and elevated your vibration, the more you shape the reality around you. And this is the great secret of the chosen ones. They don't wait for the world to change. They change the world from the inside out. Many chosen ones are already feeling the symptoms of this change. It manifests in the physical body, emotions, and mind. Have you ever felt an inexplicable sense of fatigue, sudden headaches, or an intense desire to isolate yourself from the chaos of the outside world? These are clear signs that your body is recalibrating its energies. Many people report feeling pressure in the forehead, which is nothing more than the activation of the third eye, the center of intuition. Others notice that their sleep patterns have completely changed, with insomnia or vivid and symbolic dreams. Emotions are also undergoing a cleansing. Before, you might have been able to hide emotions like anger, sadness, or frustration. But in the fifth dimension, this becomes almost impossible. Emotions surface and need to be processed and released. This happens because the frequency of the fifth dimension does not tolerate emotional density. Low vibration emotions like fear, resentment, and guilt are naturally eliminated, and for this, they need to come to the surface. If you are going through this process, know that you are not alone. This is part of the plan. Another sign that you are in tune with the fifth dimension is the perception that time seems to be accelerated. Have you ever had the feeling that the days are shorter, that weeks fly by, and suddenly the year is over? This is not an illusion. When consciousness shifts frequency, the perception of time changes with it. This happens because, in the fifth dimension, time is more malleable. It is no longer a straight line, but a spiral of events that occur simultaneously. Now, why are we talking so much about 2025? Because this year will be the great milestone of transformation. All cosmic events and energetic movements are converging toward this point. Since 2020, the world has been going through a deep cleansing. Global, personal, and spiritual issues are being revealed. What was hidden under the rug is being exposed. This is not a mistake. It is part of the plan. Before we can access the fifth dimension, we need to clear what no longer serves us. It's like renovating a house. You need to clean up the dust before bringing in new furniture. 2025 will be the year when the veil is completely lifted. Many people still trapped in the old system, third dimension, will feel the call to awaken. They will have no other choice, for the pressure to change will be immense. This pressure will come in the form of personal, financial, emotional, and even physical challenges. It will not be a punishment, but an opportunity for humanity to align with its true essence. The chosen ones are already ready. Many of them are already feeling the call to change careers, move cities, end toxic relationships, and find their life purpose. This is not a coincidence. If you are feeling this way, know that you are one of the chosen ones. The most important thing to understand is that the fifth dimension is not about arriving somewhere, but about being who you really are. It's about remembering that you have always had the power to create your reality. It's not about escaping the physical world, but learning to live in it in a more conscious and light way. And this is what distinguishes the chosen ones. They don't run from challenges. They face them with courage, knowing that each obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Therefore, as 2025 approaches, more and more people will feel this push to change their lives. It's not about an apocalypse, but a revelation of who you are. The chosen ones will not be recognized by material possessions or social status. They will be known by the peace they carry in their hearts, by the clarity of their words, and by the strength of their presence. If you have felt this call, don't ignore it. You are not alone. Many are going through the same process. Trust the path. You were chosen to live this transformation. And when 2025 arrives, you will not be the same. You will be someone stronger, wiser, and more conscious of your true purpose. The journey has begun, and the next step is yours. Now, let's explore the 11 signs that you are accessing the fifth dimension. Pay attention, as you may recognize many of them in your own life. 1. Altered perception of time. Have you ever felt that time is strange? Sometimes hours seem to fly by, and at other times they seem to drag. This happens because in the fifth dimension, time is no longer linear. Time molds itself according to your consciousness. When you are focused and present, it slows down. But when you are anxious or distracted, everything seems to happen more quickly. In the third dimension, time is fixed. Past, present, and future follow a straight line. But in the fifth dimension, the now expands. This means that you can access future possibilities and better understand the lessons of the past. This phenomenon occurs because your consciousness moves to a higher frequency, where time becomes more flexible. In 2025, this sign will become even more evident. The feeling that time is running out will be felt by many, but the chosen ones will understand that this is part of the dimensional transition. If you have already noticed these shifts, don't be alarmed. On the contrary, know that you are more connected to the energy of the fifth dimension. Use these moments to focus on the present and utilize this expanded perception to act with more purpose and clarity on your journey. 2. Accelerated manifestations. Imagine thinking of something, and shortly after, it happens. This is one of the most amazing signs that you are accessing the fifth dimension. In the third dimension, manifestations require effort and patience. But in the fifth dimension, mental energy aligns quickly with the universe. This happens because the energetic field is clearer, and your intentions gain more strength. In practice, this means that your thoughts and emotions have a more direct impact on your reality. If you are vibrating in love, gratitude, and trust, you will attract similar experiences. But if you vibrate in fear, doubt, or anxiety, the same type of experience will be attracted. Therefore, it is crucial to keep control over your thoughts and emotions. In 2025, manifestations will be even faster. The chosen ones will need to learn how to master their emotions to prevent the manifestation of unwanted situations. This skill will be essential for creating a more harmonious and positive reality. If you already notice that, almost magically, your desires are coming true, know that this is no coincidence. It is the universe responding to your vibration. Use this to your advantage and manifest with awareness and clear intention. 3. Increase in intuition. Have you ever known something before it happened? Had a feeling that was later confirmed? This is a clear sign that your intuition is becoming stronger. One of the most powerful pieces of evidence that you are accessing the fifth dimension. In the third dimension, intuition is often ignored by the ego, which wants to control everything. In the fifth dimension, you learn to trust your inner voice. This connection allows you to sense what needs to be done before the circumstances reveal themselves. Often, you have a gut feeling when a person is untrustworthy or realize that you should make a decision before receiving any concrete evidence to confirm it. This sensitivity is an essential tool for the chosen ones. In 2025, when the world will undergo intense transformations, intuition will be the greatest guide. It will lead you to the right people, the ideal opportunities, and decisions that will change your destiny. If you already feel this certainty within yourself, do not doubt it. Trust your intuition and know that it is being enhanced to help you navigate both global and personal changes. 4. Feeling of oneness with everything. Have you ever felt deeply connected to everything and everyone? This sense of unity with the universe is a clear sign that you are accessing the fifth dimension. In the third dimension, people see separation, I and the other. But in the fifth dimension, you realize that we are all part of the same essence. This state of consciousness transforms the way you see the world. You begin to feel genuine empathy for people, for the environment, and for animals. This is not just a feeling. It is a deep perception that by helping others, you are also helping yourself. The notion of me and them disappears, and the concept of us arises. In 2025, this feeling of unity will be essential. The chosen ones will be called to act as leaders and inspire the world to create a reality based on cooperation and empathy. If you already feel this calling to protect nature, care for others, and be more compassionate, understand that this is the energy of the fifth dimension flowing through you. Embrace this feeling and share it with others, as it is a transformative force. 5. Inner peace and serenity. Have you noticed that even amidst chaos you are able to stay calm? This is more than self-control. It is inner peace. When you begin to vibrate at the fifth dimension, serenity no longer depends on the external world. It comes from within. In the third dimension, any problem can shake your peace. In the fifth dimension, you understand that everything has a purpose and that even difficulties serve your growth. Therefore, serenity becomes constant. You no longer react impulsively. Instead, you observe, reflect, and act with wisdom. In 2025, this peace will be essential. Many will go through emotional challenges, but the chosen ones who have already reached this state of peace will be a beacon of light for others. If you feel an inexplicable calm, even in the face of crises, know that you are on the right path. Use this serenity to help those still trapped in chaos. Now that you understand the 11 signs indicating access to the fifth dimension, an important question arises: what to do from here? Many chosen ones feel this inner call, but do not know how to act in the face of these changes. The good news is that you don't need to know everything right now. Just take the first step and trust the process. This transformation is not a sudden event, but a continuous journey that requires patience, courage, and above all, faith. The first point is not to fear the changes. When changes begin, the initial feeling may be one of confusion, as everything that was familiar begins to dissolve. You might feel like you're losing something, but in reality, you are gaining much more. The old must be left behind so the new can manifest. Just like a tree sheds its dry leaves to make way for new ones, you too are going through this cycle of renewal. Don't resist. Every change is preparing you for a higher existence, where fear no longer has dominion over your choices. Another crucial step is to take care of your energy field. When the body, mind, and spirit are in transformation, you may experience physical, emotional, and mental discomfort. This is completely normal. The important thing is to support yourself with practices that elevate your vibrational frequency. This includes meditation, inner silence, conscious breathing practices, and seeking moments of calm. Additionally, healthy eating is crucial, as fresh, natural foods help the body adapt to the new energies. Avoid dense, processed foods, and those carrying too much emotional charge, such as industrialized foods. Your body is becoming more sensitive to energies, so it needs proper support. Another crucial point is detachment. This can be one of the most challenging parts of the journey. Often, we are attached to people, ideas, routines, and even negative emotions. However, the fifth dimension calls for you to release what no longer serves you. Detachment doesn't mean you have to abandon everything, but that you should let go of what is no longer in harmony with your new vibration. People who no longer respect your essence, situations that drain your energy, and habits that weaken your connection with the divine, all of this must be left behind. The more space you create, the more new, elevated energy can flow in. The universe cannot deliver something new if your hands are full of old things. In addition to detachment, the practice of gratitude is one of the most powerful keys to stabilize yourself in the fifth dimension. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a vibrational frequency. When you give thanks, your heart opens and begins to resonate with the vibration of love and abundance. This does not mean being grateful only when everything is going well. On the contrary, you must also be grateful for the lessons, the challenges, and the difficult situations, for it is these experiences that prepare you to access a higher state of consciousness. The more you give thanks, the more the universe conspires in your favor. If you've made it this far, it's because you are ready to embrace this transformation. The year 2025 will mark this new phase. Many people around the world are feeling the same change, and the planet is vibrating at a higher frequency. This is not a random event. It is a collective transition. You are part of this change, and your mission is to accept your role in the global awakening. Don't compare yourself to others, as each soul has its own ascension timing. But remember, you are not alone. There are thousands of people just like you going through the same sensations and seeking answers. When we share our experiences, we strengthen each other and create a spiritual support network. Now that you have the necessary information, it's time to act. The fifth dimension will not come from outside because it is already within you. What changes is your consciousness, your way of seeing the world, and interacting with it. This transformation is a call for you to step out of passivity and into conscious action. Act with purpose, move with intention, and live with awareness. Every choice you make is shaping your new reality. Choose to be an agent of change and not a victim of circumstances. If you have recognized any of these 11 signs in your life, share your experience in the comments. Your experience may illuminate the path for others who are also going through this process. Together, we are co-creating a new reality and building the 5D world. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the energy around you and allow yourself to transform. The journey is just beginning, and the entire universe is by your side.